Hi. For today's breath technique, I have something I think is pretty fun. It's a combination of two different breath techniques that serve very similar but different purposes. One of the ways to think about it is that we want to be able to have awareness and control and guidance in every range of our breathing. And if we only practice one technique, we can get really good at that one technique, yet our lungs are complex, our body is complex, and to be able to move fluidly through the different spectrums and ranges of breathing appropriately is really beneficial for obvious reasons. So this is a combination of Kapalabhati breath, which is known as fire breath, and conscious connected breathing, which is kind of just the opposite of Kapalabhati. So Kapalabhati breath is a forceful exhale. Where on the exhale, for this practice, we'll do all of this through the nose. There are techniques where you do this through the open mouth, but in general, I think just practicing through the nose serves most people for the best. So the exhale for Kapalabhati is forceful. You're hugging the belly button back. And then the inhale just happens naturally. As soon as you let go of any engagement, your body will inhale. So it is a core exercise in a sense, because you're using the muscle engagement to hug the low belly back and force the air out of your body. And depending on the pace, you could do it really slow, you could do it really quick. You could do it so quick that it almost is like your belly's just fluttering with the breath. So we'll stick with the mid-range for this technique, and know that the more you practice this, the more nuanced you can get with the different paces to even slowly build it up and then slow it down. Can be really, really great for focus and awareness as well. Conscious connected breath is the opposite. So it's an engaged, energetic inhale. And then the exhale is just a letting go. The exhale vacates the body without any guidance or force. Right, so it's the opposite. So we're using both ranges of the energetic engaged inhale and the energetic engaged exhale, while the opposite, the inhale or the exhale, is more of just an allowing. For today's technique, we'll do the Kapalabhati. We'll just do 20. At the top of the 20th inhale, we're going to hold for 20 seconds. If that feels uncomfortable to the point of you're building tension, you're bracing, then shorten it. It doesn't need to be 20 seconds. It could be longer, it could be less. So don't get stuck on the number 20. It's just about finding that feeling of full lungs and meeting it with softness. When we hold our breath with full lungs, we're sitting in the sympathetic nervous system. We're building alertness, and we want to, at the same time, have that presence and softness, so that we're teaching our body that I can be activated and alert and engaged and energized, and also aware and open, present and soft, so that we're building the ability to move through these different states of our nervous system without getting stuck, or one state just escalating until something has to give. Right? So that's really the point of the breath holds in that perspective, is to be in a nervous system state and to embrace it, to be open to it. So after that breath hold of 20 seconds or so, we'll move right into a soft exhale, and then we'll do our Kapalabhati breath. Right? So we'll do a regular inhale, and then we'll get right into the forceful exhale. We'll do 20 of those. And then at the end of 20, we're doing 20 Kapalabhati and then 20 conscious connected breaths. So that's the engaged inhale, and they'll relax on the exhale. And at the end of 20 of those, we'll do a 20-second breath hold at the bottom of the exhale. So just the opposite of Kapalabhati. So now we're sitting in emptiness and relaxing around that grounded, soft feeling. there are some people who really struggle with relaxation, that when they tap into feeling relaxed or still or quiet, they'll tap right into feeling just tired or not being comfortable in general with it. And so again, this is a practice of moving through the different ranges of possibilities in the nervous system, noticing and relaxing, being with it. So after that 20-second breath hold at the bottom of the exhale, we'll move into our coherent breath, again, which is an important bookend for these breath techniques, so that our body is continuously getting fed this notion that a proper breath is slow and soft and rhythmic. There's no force. It's an opening and allowing. It's smooth. So we'll finish with that. We'll start with that, and I'll walk you through the techniques the best that I can as I do them with you. All right, let's get started. First step, as always, is get comfortable. I generally do breath technique practices and most of my meditation leaning against a wall with a pillow, my low back or through my whole back, so that I can really let go through the core. You might find that works best laying on your back or seated without any support. May feel good for you today as well. Just allowing a few moments here to close your eyes if that feels okay. Close your mouth. Relax your belly and feel your breath. Noticing your posture so that you have a straight-ish, elongated spine, with your head directly above your shoulder girdle and your pelvis. If we're tipped forward at all, it can really inhibit the ability to breathe smoothly. So your posture matters. So starting with Kapalabhati breath, the forceful exhale, the inhale just happens. We do 20 of those and then a breath hold at the top of the inhale. After that breath hold, we exhale slowly, take a breath, and then we move into 20 conscious connected breaths. The engaged, activated inhale and the relaxed exhale into a breath hold for 20 seconds. All right. You can follow along or watch and do this on your own after. Moving into your soft, coherent breath. Just noticing how good it feels to now not control or manipulate the breath. Feeling for that subtle nudge where the inhale just moves into the exhale. Finding a rhythm of softness. And feeling your whole body breathing this breath. And if it does feel quick, it's totally okay to just guide your breath a little bit. Just lengthening it and slowing it down a little bit more. Again, I find it really helpful to visualize the diaphragm like a trampoline. And as if you're watching a trampoline on screen, and you're using a remote control to slow it down. So the inhale, the trampoline drops down. The exhale, it glides back up. When you feel ready, you can open your eyes back up. So with those two techniques, you can play around, get creative with the way that you use them. In many yoga classes or experiences, you might find Kapalabhati is guided for upwards of 3 to 5 minutes of really breathing quick like that for quite a long time, and you could also play with pairing it up the way that we did, of doing 20 or 30 or 50 of the Kapalabhati. You could move into coherent breathing after that for a minute, and then move into the conscious connected breathing, counting them for 30 to 50, playing with breath holds on either end to really make sure that after this deliberate over breathing, we want to make sure that the body has time to build its carbon dioxide back up. And breath holds will be a lot easier for you after the over breathing. Move into the breath hold to settle your system down, and then you can get into a rhythm of soft breathing from there. So in general for today, just stick with the 20 and the 20, and then into the coherent breathing. And for the remainder of this week, I will continue doing videos with some various ways that you could use this type of breath work to get yourself alert, energized, ready to go, yet present, or to use it to downregulate, to activate your system fully, and then move into complete restoration and calm after that. So it's a fun breath technique to play with, to really teach your body how to, again, move through the different ranges and spectrums of your nervous system while being so open and present to it. It can change the way that you experience stress throughout your day, because you'll be with it more and more aware of it, and more in tune to your breath and how you can actually use your breath to guide yourself into different states if you find that you're stuck anywhere. All right, so send me questions if you have any. I would love to hear how this technique goes for you. Bye for now.